What's up, guys? Jelly here. The Venusaur drop event is here, and just like with the Lapras EX drop event, we got some new and interesting cards that I think are going to shake things up just a little bit. Last event, we got the Mankey promo, which helped enable Primate, which helped its own deck get a better foundation, made it a little stronger, and even enabled some other decks by having an aggressive option that they can include in, like people were playing it into Machamp and Onyx. And I think Jigglypuff does kind of the same thing in a bit of a different way. So Jigglypuff is definitely an improvement over the old Jigglypuff. 10 less health is kind of a big deal. You will be dying to something like a Giovanni Farfetch, so it is not something that's uncommon to still get one shot at 50 HP. But one colorless energy guaranteed sleep effect is fantastic for stalling. Your opponent either has to have an evolution to clear out that status effect, or has to get lucky with the coin flip, and that really is a scenario that can be very beneficial to you. You can set up some good stall time, and on average, if they don't have something like a type effect advantage with 38 attack, or something like a Giovanni Farfetch, you will be able to tank 2 hits. And for something like Blastoise EX, that's a fantastic thing. Now, Blastoise does not take a lot to really get set up comparative to other stage 2s. It is a pretty fast stage 2. It only takes 2 energy to have Surf get active, 3 for Hydro Bazooka to get active at 100 damage. That's pretty good. And then only needs to get to 5 total energy to be able to do 160, which can devastate your opponent and knock out damn near any Pokemon in one hit. You have Misties to help you get to that point, and the Sing together with it gives you a fantastic time to consistently get to 3 and 5 energy really quickly and be able to combat back against what your opponents are doing while they're stuck in that sleep. Now, outside of that, you are going to be looking at only 8 Pokemon across that. So you still have 2 slots that generally you either could put in trainers or you could put in some more Pokemon. Personally, I like to opt for 2 more Pokemon, a Staryu and a Starmie. Now, that 2 slot could be very flexible. Like I said, it could be more trainers. You could put in some tanks like Kangaskhan or Snorlax. You could put in an Articuno EX. But realistically, I think with the ability to get back quickly with a 0 retreat cost, how fantastic 90 damage is in this with 130 health, I think Staryu and Starmie fit that slot the best. But obviously, your own preferences and what you have available to you can help you fill out that slot. And then outside of that, we're looking at our trainers. You have your standard dig package. Obviously, you don't want to replace those. 2 research, 2 Pokeballs. You definitely want to be able to get down to your Pokemon, get down to get the pieces you need to be able to push for your victory. 2 Misties, very common in every water deck. Ramping is always going to be a huge thing. It is going to be a little bit of luck of the coin flip, and it does hurt to when you get those tails, and Misty can be very mean sometimes. But with Blastoise EX, if you're getting that extra energy, you are quickly going to become very hard to handle. And with your last 2 slots, we're looking at 2 Sabrinas and 2 Giovannis, your standard combat utility package. You can have some flexibility here. One thing like X speed, I personally don't think X speed is a huge necessity in this deck, because you're really only worrying about retreating 2 Blastoise. If you're retreating your Blastoise backwards, you're in a bit of a bad position. But otherwise, your Jigglypuffs only have a 1 retreat cost, Staryu has a 1, Starmie has a 0, and Squirtle and Wartortle only have a 1. So realistically, it's not too bad, especially you have Misties to help enable getting you extra energy. So your energy requirements aren't too bad. You do have the ability to just retreat naturally. I think having more combat utility is something a little better, but if you wanted to, you could cut out a Sabrina and a Giovanni or something like that and get your X speed, some potions. So there is some flexibility to your utility package, definitely down to preference or what you might have available to you to play. But overall, I think this deck is fantastic. The promo Jigglypuff has just done nothing but help Blastoise just be even stronger and more consistent, and I think we'll even start seeing that outside of that into other decks where you don't really need Wigglytuff. Jiggly on its own is a huge improvement for decks. So definitely, guys, give this a shot. Let me know what you think, and I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll catch you next time. Have a good one. Okay, it's the Psychic matchup. We're going second. We have Squirtle, we have Blastoise, we have Misty, we have Research to dig. So we have an okay, not great hand. Getting Pokeball off the top here for our natural draw would be pretty good. Get ourselves some sort of bench and then research to thin out the deck too a little bit. Ooh, there's that promo. I love this. Second Misty. All right. Okay, well, at least we're consistent with having a Blastoise line. Don't even need a Misty to kill this. I do love this promo. It's really nice artwork. I think we just research here still. There's a Pokeball. So we have some sort of backup for if Wartortle dies. Or Blastoise dies. Here. Okay. Drop it to 90. So he needs 2 potions to live because we have Giovanni now. Even if he has Gardevoir, he can only go up to 3 energy, so he can't 150 us right now. He can leave us, you know, hurt, but this is a good position. He's X speeding out, so he's going to get his 120 Mewtwo to the front. If that's the case, we're just going to try and I discard 2 energy. Interesting choice. We're gonna try and Misty here. We're hoping for 2 off Misty. And the other option is we Sabrina, but then this lives with 10 and but it doesn't back out easily. He already burned 1 X speed. Now he does it fine. And then it's the same situation. Let's just Misty. I can't tell what I like better, honestly. You know what? It's Sabrina. Okay, he's just going to give us the Mewtwo EX. Interesting choice, because he just really wants to protect his Gardevoir, I guess. If we get 1 energy off Misty now, it's game. If we don't get the 1 energy off Misty, he'll be at a low health, but he has the second Mewtwo EX. So we actually really need the 1 energy. Okay, Misty came through. Oh, okay, we got there. Even with a mediocre hand, we managed to get through. Okay, we got our Staryu. We have Dig to hopefully grab Squirtle for the Blastoise. Because it is theoretically possible that we do not hit that. Our best 2 draws would be like Wartortle Misty, and that assumes we get a Squirtle off one of these. We hit the second Jiggly, I'm going to cry. Thank you. Now we just need to hit a War Turtle. Speed to Farfetch. Yep. Fucking rude. Now, if we hit War Turtle next turn, we could kill the Farfetch'd. But I don't think we want to be putting a War Turtle forward against Blaine. Jiggly forward. Did hit the War Turtle. But I'm going to stand by my statement of not really wanting to put a War Turtle forward versus Blaine. Alright, so failing the coin flip means he's slowed down for a turn. The problem is that he could just easily come back forward with something decent. And great for Blastoise. I'm trying to think. Ninetales with Blaine does 130, and Rapidash does 40 base, so that's 170. I think. If Rapidash does 50 base, we're fucked. Or if he has Giovanni and Blaine. Yeah, can't attack. Okay, concede. He then draws evolutions. I don't know what he drew. We are going second here. Forward. We've got a Pokeball to hopefully dig for the Squirtle to match our War Turtle. And we've got Research to try and then follow it up with a dig for Blastoise. Now, the guaranteed sleep obviously doesn't matter as much if Coughing is just going to evolve. But he does not have Dark Energy off the top to almost kill Jiggly. Okay, good. He probably doesn't run Dark Energy at all since it's a Dragonite deck. Makes this even less of a threat. Okay, perfect. We got our Squirtle. Come right down to here. Do that. Does it really matter? I need the energy for retreat cost to matter, so... Okay, so let's hope he red cards us into a better hand. We're Turtle and a Misty. Alright, so we just need a Blastoise now. Yep, and there's the evolution to not care. I don't think a second Misty was the card we were looking for, game. Maybe you know better. Maybe I was just destined to fail that one, and next one will be good. Alright, so if he just plays Koga, he gets out of the sleep. Doesn't matter if he does that. He's not getting dark energy, so he doesn't care about attacking, so... Oh, but he does run it. Now that's interesting. You don't see normally that. On 3. Perfect. Jiggly stalled long enough. This comes forward. One hits Weezing. Can one hit that Dragonite, and Dragonite does not have enough energy to swing back yet. Really fortunate, because he damn near has pretty good odds of one hitting back Blastoise with that Dragonite. Yep, conceded. Fantastic. Okay, we're gonna go first here. We are going to set Jiggly forward. We're going to put him back here. We have no evolutions, but we have Jiggly to let ourselves have something to get set up with. All right, we're looking at an Exeggutor Dex. We have double draw here, and we have Misty to accelerate if we start drawing our evolution line. More. Oh, no. Can I grab the right card? Thank you. That's one thing I've been noticing since this patch for the promo event. Every once in a while, when I'm trying to grab a card, suddenly everything gets jumbled up and I grab the wrong card. Okay, so it's Venusaur Exeggutor. Okay, so we're going to do some more digging with research. Another Pokeball. We got a Wartortle. Got our second Jiggly. We have a spot we're going to leave open to try and get our Starmie down, since we already have it in hand. And we can afford to use an energy to sing this, since we already have Misty. So even if he wanted to rush this out, since he put energy on it, and start beating with... Okay, he got that. I was going to say, he needs to win this coin flip if he wants to start using Bulbasaur. Ivysaur might have a 3-cost attack. I have not used Venusaur since the last time I made a deck, and I feel like I don't run into it very often. So since we drew dead, we're gonna put this guy down. This way we have it for if this one dies. We don't need to play those supporters right now. Biggest problem is, even if he fails this coin flip, evolution cancels conditions. So sleep will just get taken off if he's got the Ivysaur. No Ivysaur, fantastic. And we see a Blastoise here. We do. Perfect. Misty here. Got 1. Got 2. Perfect. This. And blow up. And now he has no energy on the board. So this puts us in a fantastic position. This is going to be really hard for a slow evolution deck like Venusaur to come back from. Now, Exeggutor is very easily a very fast reset up. He's going to pull that one forward. If he has the Exeggutor, it only takes 1 energy for him to get back on the board. But we're about to be doing 160, so it's going to be a very tough one. You can do 170 with Giovanni. I can't remember the health on Exeggutor right now. And I just put out a video. I should remember this. Okay. We got our other Blastoise. So now we're in a position, yes, he's building up for the Venusaur, and he probably has one in hand since he's been sitting digging for a while. So he'll probably bring this forward, and then Venusaur on this turn, but he's already down to 1 point, so Sabrina just is game. Unless he has both Venusaur and Exeggutor, and we don't have the ability to kill Exeggutor. But I don't believe that to be the case. Yep, there we go. Just so it doesn't complain about energy. Throw down Sabrina. And Hydro Bazooka. 4 game. Alright, and that's another victory. Okay, Jigglypuff and Staryu and a Misty and a Wartortle. We have no Dig, no Starmie. We're against Dark, and we're going first. Okay, we have a Blastoise. We have no Squirtle. Yep, 220, pass back. There's our Squirtle. And we get anything off of Misty. One. We got something. Thank you, game. Missing. He's probably got Weezing anyway, and it won't matter, but we definitely put in our effort. He gets out of it anyway. Doesn't even matter if he has Weezing or not. If we're lucky, he just doesn't, so we don't instant lose Jiggly, so we can have one more turn of it in front to build Blastoise. He's got a lot of dig. Okay, so it's the Nidoking Weezing, and there's Weezing. Speak of him. Call him Joe Hendry, I guess. Honestly, even putting forward Wartortle, I don't think it's the correct choice, necessarily. We're gonna Weezing out. Probably puts forward Coughing because he probably has another Weezing. At least we would get rid of poison with the evolution to Blastoise, but we just don't want to start taking that much damage. Evolve, and then he's going to probably put his Weezing out front, but the good news is that we have Giovanni to get rid of his Weezing in one hit. Okay, that's the poison. That means tackle's probably coming right after. There it is. Thankfully, he doesn't have Nidorino, it seems, for either of these. Here. If we were worried about him getting to Nidoking that quickly, we'd put the energy here so we could get up to the 160, but since we're on 2 points now and he only has these two, might as well just do that, and then if there's some kind of weird, yeah, something I couldn't think of, but we're good. And we're going first. We have a lot of stuff. Guess we're just gonna put this forward still. We had Misty, I'd be willing to put it forward. Oh, hey. Let's see, is it Greninja, which has been going around and popular? We gotta win a coin flip here. He's got a slow hand himself. Ooh, Omanite. Guaranteed Jigglypuff draws. See, I haven't thought about Omanite, and if I did that instead of Star You Star Me, I would just drop one Giovanni. That's an awful draw. I hadn't tried Omastar. It just felt like compared to Starmie, it was just going to be too slow for a one-of slot. And especially then to lose a Giovanni, it means that you're going to draw Giovanni consistently less. And Giovanni does have a lot of decent uses for this deck. Alright, we are going to flip for sleep. And we get a heads again. Right now, if we had Giovanni, it'd be fantastic. Instead of this Pokeball that hits nothing. I guess we could have just retreated now, because that extra 20 health doesn't matter. But, you know, a flip's a flip. Also gives us the chance to War Turtle out of sleep, which we don't have one Staruse in the front, or Starmie's in the front. Okay, doesn't matter. We'll just keep doing that. I now no longer want to do it. I know I should, but I don't wanna. Look what I drew. Goodbye, Jigglypuff. Alright, so it's been a slow build up with no utility in our hand. Other than what, one Pokeball, two Pokeballs? Yeah, two Pokeballs. But we got here. So now we have threats. Blastoise comes down next turn. We start building him. He doesn't have even an Omanite out to get to his Omastar. And this second Jigglypuff only has 10 health left. So if we win coin flip, it's dead. It's dead even at full health, but it's in a very bad position. If he drops an Omanite now, so he can build an Omastar, because he's clearly holding Omastars. Okay, so it's down to this. We failed. Oh look, Giovanni, if we had drawn you last turn, we then could have used War Turtle in the front, and then Blastoise would clear sleep. You fucker, why are you late? Oh, okay, end turn. Yes, we're not using Giovanni there. We're gonna now clear sleep, and now we're gonna get a Tails on the comeback. Oh. Yep, there's the Tails. I knew it. Oh, we're just gonna force him to sack one of his things. Okay, there's clearing sleep. He's probably going to sack that fossil to bring Jiggly forward, unless he wants to start evolving that one. If he finally drew the Omanite. Nope, sack. Bring Jiggly forward. How many cards does he have left? 6. There's the Omanite. Hey, primed aheads for me. What a nice guy. And I got a Tails anyway. All right, we are super primed for our heads. Let's do again. Do your defending Pokemon can't attack. Okay. I think that's fine because 140, so if I get this, it's an instant kill. We can draw a Misty. We have 5 cards left in deck. 2 Misties, a Blastoise of Giovanni Sabrina. We have enough threats built up that Omastar making it so we can't attack doesn't matter. And then he swings for the 70. away. Hey, look, a Misty. Retreat to that. Yep, he saw his fate. And we got it. Alright, we're gonna fight some vodka. Okay, double Jiggly, no Dig, no Staryu or Squirtle. That is unfortunate here. Being a one-of, we draw that Starmie almost every game. It's insane. Okay, Wartortle with no Squirtle. Wartortle with no Squirtle, Part 2, Electric Boogaloo. Thing. Doesn't matter because he probably has Frosmoth and we'll just evolve anyway. There it is, and the attack kills Jigglypuff. Okay, we sing. He has to fail the coin flip, and we have to now draw really well. And that has to continue for at least 2 to 3 turns. If we draw Staryu, we can at least put pressure forward with Starmie in 2 turns. We have Misty to do that. Plus, it'll just take that long natural energy. Okay, he gets out of sleep coming to my turn. At least we finally draw this. So we can only draw action. And we got our Staryu. So if he fails this, he will lose that Frosmoth. If he doesn't, then he can potentially Sabrina us and try to stop us from going to Starmie. If he has Giovanni, I should say, he will not, well, he can't do both at the same time. I don't know. I'm overthinking things. Is this one of those cheese sleep decks where it's just Jiggly, Frosmoth, and maybe Hypno's hiding in there somewhere? Here we got this. Slap one of these on there, and we've stalled long enough with Sing. We bring this forward and start beating. Let's take a look with a Misty real quick. Oh. Okay, so we get rid of the first one. He's got 2 energy on Jiggly, yeah, Jiggly. So Wiggly can come out swinging. That 80 will absolutely hurt. And guaranteed sleep is pretty good. Does not have it. He's gonna sing us. So our turn to coin flip and fail. Our Blastoise. We'll go get our last Squirtle, start our second line. Where threats abound, but we are stuck in sleep. We could just energy up and bring the Frosmoth forward to start doing 40 damage a turn. But then it goes from guaranteed sleep to coin flip sleep. Oh no, that one isn't coin flip. It's been a while since I've used that card. I think I've just said nothing but incorrect things this game. It's too early in the day for me. I only woke up a little bit ago. Okay, he's gonna do a little digging here. But he's just looking to get out of this coin flip scenario that he's stuck in. Right now, if we win a coin flip, we win. We failed it. He just put this forward if I Sabrina, so it doesn't matter. Good. We're getting our heads, I mean our tails out of the way. But now watch, we just made this a heads. And then we're gonna tails on the way back. Damn, I'm good at calling it. Funny part is, this is a scenario where we'd like him to wiggly, but now he don't, because he'll do 40 and then 80 next turn. If he had wigglied but put energy anywhere else, it'd be fine. But there's no reason to put it anywhere else for him right now. There we go. We got it. Oh, Battle of the Sleeps. At least I can still say things wrong, but at least as long as I still play well, I'm okay. I just can't speak.